What's going on, guys? It's Landon, and this is David, and we're Taffy Hoops. Two quick disclaimers before we start. We have a fan going on in the background because it's like 5,000 degrees right now, and so we don't there's gonna be a little bit of a buzz in the video. So just try to ignore that. And then two, school has started for us, and so our upload schedule, you're still gonna get the guaranteed Saturday video or weekly video, but we're not always gonna publish like a random Wednesday video or just a random video here and there. I mean, you still might get those videos, but just you're not always gonna get.
Don't expect it.
Exactly. Yeah.
So in today's video, we're gonna be starting a new series. It's called What If. Basically, just talking about a lot of major events in NBA history and what if the opposite happened. So in this scenario, we're talking about KD's shot at the end of Game 7 against the Milwaukee Bucks in the 2021 playoffs. His shot that sent the game into overtime, it was a 2. Very close to being a 3. He stepped on the line, sent it to overtime instead of winning the game. So
and then they ended up losing overtime.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that whole series was just a clash between Kevin Durant and Giannis Antetokounmpo. And I mean, most people would say that they play pretty equal. That's pretty equally great. But yeah. Giannis, just his team ended up walking away with the win, the win in that whole series. Whereas if this shot would have been different, it would have been a whole different storyline. And that's what we're gonna look at, every little thing of that today.
Mm-hmm. So if that shot was a 3, the game would have ended in that fourth quarter. KD, probably one of the most clutch shots in NBA history.
Yeah. And from there, Brooklyn wins. Then they go on to face Atlanta.
Right.
And just beat Sixers. Pretty self-explanatory there. I would say Brooklyn. Brooklyn obviously beats Atlanta.
Right.
And then Harden and Kyrie can rest. And because they were both coming off injuries from that series.
Right.
Harden was playing on one leg, and Kyrie was playing on none. And they beat the Hawks, and then they go on to the finals and to eventually beat the Suns, because I mean
nothing changes in the West.
Nothing changes. Yeah.
So, assuming Brooklyn wins it all, which it's very plausible that they would win it all, we have a few storylines that would be completely changed coming into the offseason, and just some offseason moves that would have been different too. So let's start with the obvious one, Kevin Durant. I think if he made that shot, they would have won the championship. He would have solidified himself as the number 1 in the league. I think he is number 1 in the league right now, but I feel like this would have solidified it more.
I say Giannis. I say Giannis. Kevin Durant's the 2, but I also can appreciate a Giannis argument and say, okay, it's not my opinion, but I respect it.
And also, with this series, he would also have the storyline that he beat the 2-time MVP without his 2 best teammates at full strength.
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah. It like you said, it solidifies him as the best in the league. Whereas now it's 50-50 split. That thing that came out that was five NBA analysts, blah blah blah, voted Kevin Durant. 5 NBA analysts, blah blah blah, voted Giannis. Whereas if that happened, it would just be 10 people voted Kevin Durant the best in the league.
Yeah.
But yeah.
So now, going into Giannis, he would almost be seen as a fraud again. He hasn't completed what everybody expected of him. I don't think many people expected him to get past the Nets. Just, it feeds into the storyline that he's a choker. He can't win in the playoffs. He just can't. Also, against a weakened Brooklyn team, can't beat them. Only KD, no Kyrie and Harden. I feel like that's just a recipe for disaster if he makes that shot as a 3.
Yeah, the contract extension that Giannis signed is starting to look pretty not good. I don't know where I was going with that, but it's starting to look, if they lost and choked, Giannis is stuck and sad because he probably doesn't think that he's gonna win the championship. I'm not saying they give up, but that'd be the point where there's gonna be chemistry issues and they're probably gonna start tearing apart that teams. And we just like we said, Middleton or Holiday would probably either one or both be shipped away.
Yeah. Probably.
Coach Bud would be out of there, like probably the next day.
Mhm.
And yeah, huge adjustments would be made. Whereas in this offseason, Bucks didn't really make a ton of different changes because they.
And also, it would have been really unlikely for their guys to resign. Like Bobby Portis, who was very good this playoffs, he probably wouldn't have resigned.
Exactly. Yeah.
But Middleton probably wouldn't be seen as like the all-star that he is right now. Like
Yeah. Like
he's
that solid second option.
yeah. Like I don't think people can see him as a second option in like for an NBA champion if that shot is a 3.
He'd be seen as like the reason Giannis lost, because obviously Giannis isn't the reason he lost. Giannis isn't like a choker. He's not putting up like 14 points in like a playoff game. He's putting up amazing stats.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, people blame that on like Chris Middleton. Chris Middleton probably become a Shanghai Shark.
Yeah.
Because he performed horribly in that series, I'm pretty sure. Right?
Yeah.
The Brooklyn series, he performed horribly. And so yeah, if they lost, Chris Middleton would be a Shanghai Shark.
Mm-hmm.
And definitely not be on the trade block.
And for Brooklyn, not much changed for them this offseason. I don't think much would change because they won a championship. So I would say the only thing that would change is Jeff Green resigns the Brooklyn Nets, making them just that much better of a team.
Mm-hmm. There'd be a lot less pressure. If the Brooklyn Nets won the championship the first year of their huge super team, there'd be a lot less pressure on them, like for the rest of the super team,
Right.
than there is now. Like now they still have that like you have to win a championship at some
Right.
point, or else it's like screwed up everything. But Brooklyn has that pressure taken off of them if they go on to win this championship afterward. And every single like all the members of the super team, none of them are seen as like choking it or anything. Also, Harden would have an NBA championship, which that's really good for his career because he doesn't have one yet, unlike Durant and Kyrie. And then Kevin Durant also completes his like, what did he call it? Like
he wanted to start his own super team.
Yeah, Kevin Durant completes his journey of like his own super team.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And if that shot was a 3, Milwaukee's front office would be in a bunch of pressure right now. They would have to find a really good head coach. There are not many on the market right now. They would have to find a good trade for Middleton, and I feel like there's not much. Like Simmons wouldn't fit with Giannis. No. Siakam's not good enough. Like you have to find a really good player, and I feel like the best option would have been Cat, but how are you gonna get Cat? So that'd be really hard to get like a good second option if Middleton is not your second option.
Exactly. Yeah.
Also, just like a lot of the young guys would not be like progressing as much as they did. They played so much this playoffs. They progressed so much, and I feel like they wouldn't have that chemistry if that shot was a 3.
Yeah, I think. Yeah, it's crazy. All the scenarios that just how it's like the butterfly effect, which that happens in the NBA all the time.
Mm-hmm.
And this is like a significant thing that could have changed it. But like, yeah, it's just crazy to think that this one shot could have changed so much.
It's really like 2 inches.
Yeah, it's a couple of inches.
It's a shoe size difference.
And Kevin Durant isn't even in at size 18. David did research on this before, and Kevin Durant's a size 17. He was wearing a size 18 shoe, and that was the reason that he didn't win an NBA championship and is not a 3-time Finals MVP. I think we dissected this enough, seeing every little what if, like, ooh, this could happen, this would have happened if that happened, just kind of domino effect, butterfly effect, whatever you want to call it.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, let us know if you liked like this kind of what if type video, and if you do like it, we'll make sure to do ones like it, and comment down below what we could do. Like maybe we could do, I don't know. That's your job.
What if Kobe went to the Hornets, not the Lakers?
Anything like that. Anything where something was like teased in the NBA but didn't happen. So yeah.
Also, sorry Brooklyn fans for making you guys super depressed. This is gonna happen a lot of what if videos, but yeah.
Yeah. I mean that's the thing about the what ifs is that the team that we're talking about is probably gonna be sad because whatever happened to them didn't happen.
Yes.
That was English. Okay. Seeing that my sentences aren't making sense anymore, I think it's time to end the video. So make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and we'll see you in the next video. Peace.